That's weird. All right. All right, you can hear me okay? I hope so. Otherwise, this is going to be on mute. All right. I'm going to do what I got to do here. Okay, first of all, we're going to share. Going to copy it. Going to embed. And going to publish. All right, and here we are. And we're kind of right at the 30 mark, but I got to get a couple of things. So let's see what I have here. All right, gonna get my gloves on, and I'm gonna get in the chat. You know what? Let me get my stool so I can be comfortable. Okay, all right. All right, I think we're good, except for volume. Except for volume. All right. One thing we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust this and go as far up as possible. Oof. As far up as we can. Oh, you know what? Gotta change out lenses. Okay. All right. Lenses. That's part of why you're not getting the right angle. All right. That makes more sense. You know what? The other thing we gotta do is we gotta go live on the Instagram. Okay. All right. Okay, the Instagram. Here we go. Okay. Nope. Okay. We are the live at the moment. All right. Here's what we're doing. Okay. Just 1 second. Can you hear me? For some reason, I can't get the sound to work. Oh, actually, the sound supposedly is working. That's a good sign. Google Chrome is using my microphone, hopefully. All right. Okay, I'm just not being very loud, so maybe that's why it's not hearing me that well. But I should be being heard at the moment. Live unboxing, unwrapping, not really in boxes. Okay, let's adjust the camera above so that things aren't so dark. Or things aren't so bright. All right, there we go. All right, so my first set of images here for the show are going to be a series from Cozumel. So we'll get to the Fine Arts Superheroes in a minute. But these are a series of pictures from Cozumel that I took in exploring some of the coral reefs in the area. All right, and this is a bit of a departure. It's very noisy. All right, let's just put one on top. I've got to use the gloves and let's brighten it a little bit. There we go. You're just going to have to excuse these wires. It can be a little bit annoying, but can't change that right now. So these next images are from Cozumel. And I hope you can hear me. I wonder who's watching, or if it's just me. Hopefully it's not just me. Okay. All right. So that first one was just the coral on the ground. And this is really just me and the camera looking through the coral. And I'm thinking about, lots of really cool people up on here on the Instagram. Hey, Instagram, how you doing? Just doing a live unboxing here of my artwork from for that's going to be in the show. And I want to show it to you, and I want you to check it out. Just a little preview here. And it's so interesting. So you can actually go on Facebook if you excuse me. You can actually go on YouTube if you want to, and well, no, even better. If you want to check out the overhead view of these photographs, go to Fine Arts Superheroes, and the website is already embedded. Should be already embedded in the already embedded in the front page, the home page of the website. So you can actually see the live unboxing there from the top view. Just click on the top video, that's that. And you'll get the top view of what's happening. All right, so this series is about, hey, I want to say hey everybody, what's up? Some people I know, some people I recognize, good to see you. So this series is about, it's an analogy for wearable technology to me, because what I'm thinking about is, I was looking at the coral and I was just looking at the structure and the lightweight nature of this coral. I was fascinated by it. Both the tree-like textures, that it's perfectly flat, but it has all these tree designs in it. And there's other coral that's like very spongy. This one here is very spongy, and you're going to get a closer look at that. And so with these pieces, I photographed them with my camera, just in 50 millimeter, which, as you know, is like the most realistic looking lens perspective. And I started holding it to my face, and I started holding it in front of my face. And it was almost a performance in the sense that I was just thinking about how this organic, technology could be an extension of my body, could mediate my senses, and could be an interference in how the wearable technology we're all used to. Like, think about it, things like masks, again, is an invention we use to kind of mediate our senses, our mouth, what goes in and out of our mouth, to filter things out. You know, the earphones are designed to filter things out and put input in. But one way or another, our technology is a lot like this coral in that it's so thin and so organic and such an extension of ourselves that we don't really realize it sometimes. We don't see it for what it is. We forget that it's there. And so I just thought the coral was a really good reminder of how easy it is for us to get used to something that's interfering in our experience and forget about it. You know, I'm wearing masks now, feeling as if, you know, it's weird that I wouldn't wear a mask. You know, I'm so used to it. So this series of works is sort of my interaction with the coral as if it were nature's technology meant to help me mediate my experience. I'm holding it in front of the ocean. I'm holding it in front of my eyes. Uh, I'm using it like a virtual reality controller, pointing it, trying to point at things with it. You know, so spongy and soft. Really wanted to take it up with me, but it was a national park, and I wasn't going to do that. So, you know, these are a series of self-portraits with the coral, but also a series of ways in which I found that the coral filament could kind of mediate my experience the way we do with cell phones, with earbuds, with masks, even though masks aren't like electrified, nonetheless, not yet, anyways. Uh, I just thought that was an interesting uh, thing to interact with. So this is me doing it here. I want more light. There you go, more light. All right. So that is my first series of photographs that I wanted to unbox and present. What comes next is going to be more fine art superhero related, and we're going to go a little bit larger in size. And interesting. All right, let me go ahead and dry brush that. And close this up. Okay, please. Okay, please. And then close this up. Okay, please. All right. Okay, my second series over here is really a series of digital prints that I've worked with on computer, and I've digitized in certain ways, made changes to. I haven't seen these yet. I haven't had a chance to open them. But I'm really excited to see what they look like. I've worked with them on computer, but since coming back from the print trip, I don't know what we're going to get here. I imagine it's going to be great, but I haven't seen it. So these were, you're going to see two triptychs from performances of Origins performance series that I went in and digitally manipulated and played with. One series involved one of my dancers, Makeda Wallace, in performance, and one series involves Wisty Andres. Both are awesome, incredible local dancers. So, all right, so this is very tricky. I have to make sure the tape does not ever touch the surface, because this is a matte surface and it's more fragile than the other. All right, folks, like I said, if you want to check out the overhead shots, go to fineartsuperheroes.com and press play. The live feed is feeding directly to the website. And I'm just going to have to do these sideways, but let's put that over there, and let's slowly reveal each one. All right. I'm going to move this in place. I'm going to move the camera more into place. And move this slightly that way. Okay, good. And I'm going to go down a step in contrast here and reveal the first one of the look. Yeah. Yes. Oh, intense. Look at these. Look at these colors. Ooh. So this is Wistian just performing as Don Agdeo in one of the performances that we had, the fourth performance, which I have to admit was a favorite. If you have questions, chat them to me. I will pick from time to time. All right, so moving this page over, okay. Ooh, I don't know, we have two of the same. Not sure why. Okay, maybe he saw it twice, he was like, oh, printed twice. I wouldn't mind having two of these. All right. This is, so what we've done is I've digitally manipulated the file in three different experiments. So each one is going to be different in color and energy, but it's the same frame, the same moment in three different exposures, really. Okay. I can actually go over here. I just want this to be perfectly in frame so you can enjoy. Okay. All right, here we are. So this is the second one, second version of this moment in, hot pink and yellow and turquoise. I had to convert them from low-res bit files or JPEGs, low-res JPEGs into vector images and size them up as vectors and create lots of loops and layers. Yeah, I really like this a lot. So this one actually goes this way, as in this side is up and this side is down. And I love these because, digital art is broken. The thing that's great about digital art is it doesn't have to be clear and easy to see and understand. It can be an art form that's broken and digitally compromised and where information is lost, and that's what makes it kind of beautiful, it's its imperfections. So the rich blacks in this, I just think the black in this piece is beautiful, really beautiful. And you know what it is my gloves are not having a good effect on it, so I'm going to switch gloves. Bear with me, folks. Okay. Have to find the backpack. All right. All right, let me use the gloves. So I have to tell you that where I went to was Image Tech. So I got these printed at Image Tech up in Methuen, Massachusetts. And the owner's name is Tom Grassi, and he was really, really great. So if you have prints to get made, hi Karina. If you have prints to get made, that can't be right. That can't be the right English. If you have to make prints that you get it, then you go to him. And they were very well priced and beautiful quality. All right, so these are the prints. Which way do I go? There we go. So this is the first one in this new series. Second one. You see my hair. White gloves. It's funny. I said that it was a really classy move to give me these gloves to him, and he said, "Well, he does what I do. When someone compliments me, I explain. It's kind of like a nervous thing. But he said, well, you have to because, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, yeah. He said, oh, you have to because I don't have white borders or something like that. This one, we'll have to trim the border, but that's fine. That's all right. Speaking of white borders, I don't know why that happened, but it happened. Stuff like that happens from time to time. Okay, that's why it's good to know. What else? Get that fixed. Maybe it's on my end. Anyways, so I said, classy move, giving me the gloves. Thank you so much. It's really nice. It's like, you have to. And I was worried he meant classy, like he thought I meant that the gloves are classy, like they're classy white gloves. And that's not what I meant. I meant it was thoughtful of him to to think and give me something that I need, to think ahead for me and provide me with these so I could handle the artwork. This one is my favorite. This one is by far my favorite. So it's my favorite because I don't know. I like it. It looks like a drawing. I love drawing, and it looks like a drawing. So it's beautiful. Okay, and I don't know for the people that are live. I'm going to flip this over. Like, this is just gorgeous. This is a digital file that's manipulated in different layers, and this is what you get when you manipulate it a certain way. You can see the outline of the person. Makeda's covering her head here. The helmet and face is kind of down here, and the tapestry with the pattern is behind. And a lot of information is lost, but you still see the circle and the triangular pattern. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. So, yeah. So those are the new prints that I've had made for the show. And yeah, the new prints that I've had made for the show. All right, close it. All right. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move these aside and put them somewhere safe. And I'll be right back with the real big prints. Some of these are 8 feet long. So watch out. Okay. Camera is good. All right, here comes the big stuff. So let's go with this camera as high as we can go and still see. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's probably as good as we're gonna get. No, we can go a little higher. All right, now I'm gonna stand on the stool. There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, good. Perfect. All right. Uh-oh. And one more thing. Okay. I'm gonna make this just a little bit higher so that. So the table isn't big enough for me to show you everything. I'm going to show you as much as I can, unwrap as much as I can, and then I'm going to have to rewrap. So it's kind of a reveal, but not a full reveal. In order to get the full reveal, you're going to have to go to the track, either on your own or with other peeps. You won't have to do it for the show. All right. Okay. All right, so you can't, I'm on the edge of the camera here. I'm just got to wrap this. So I have to unwrap this so carefully. There's already one spot that's a little bit ripped, that's a little bit exposed. Some of this tape is on here pretty good. And the tape is dangerous because if this sticks to the, I have to throw it on the floor because if this sticks to the drawing, I'm in big trouble. To the print, then I'm in big trouble. And all this was almost as good for nothing. All right, so I think you guys are in luck because this is actually one of the bigger pieces. All right. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. All right, folks, like I said, you can, thank you so much. Thank you so much, folks. I want to wave to everybody. I don't know if it's going to work with my gloves. My hands on my gloves have stuff, you know, my gloves don't respond to the touchscreen. But here we go. This is from ImageTech. Shout out to Alicia Savage for the recommendation. All right, and it is rolled up outwardly. Okay, so since it's rolled up on the outside, this is what we can do. Ooh, you go this way, and we can unravel things this way. Ooh, great. Oh. There we go. All right, so this is a big print. Alicia and I also discussed, spoke to Alicia when I was thinking about printing large. And, I take the opinions of friends. I have to get feedback when it comes to these things. So, this one is really tricky. That's it. Well, that is what happened. Okay. All right. So this is, I had this piece printed, which is called Toil and Trouble. I think I'm coming up with a new name for it, but that's what I've been calling it. And let's see. Be super careful with my hands, just touching the edges. You can see it. It's a little bit luster, which means it's a little bit shiny, but not too shiny. Basically, that's all that means. And we have to now roll it up. So I'm going to do it. This is like Michaela Wallace. She's the dancer. And you can't see all of it. I know because it's there. But here's what I'm going to do. Humans in front. So. Remove the tape. That's it. It's a long, slow process. Sorry, it's just one of me here. All right. All right. So this is the it's too unwieldy. You get that. Let's let it flatten out. Here. Okay. All right. All right. I think I can do one more. It's been a long process, I know. I think I can do one more, and then we're going to have to shut it down. All right, let's get in here with this one. So this has a few different pieces on it together, and it tries to see what we have here. Okay. I know you can't see much right now, but in just a moment here. Okay. Oh. Battery's running low. Okay. Do it super quick. If you can. All right. Actually, we can't. Can't do this one. No, this one's like a keep set them on. I think I'm gonna have to shut it down here, folks. At least on. Actually, I'm gonna shut down the YouTube here. You can stick with me at Instagram, but I have no more battery on my computer. So on Instagram.